All right, you want to kick it off?
Hi guys, welcome to Bachelor Brunch episode 5. We're super excited to be here. Arie made an amazing breakfast for us today, and we can't wait to show you what he chose to make.
All right, let's do it. Let's do the big reveal.
Okay, drum roll.
Oh.
There it is.
What do you call this?
What's it called?
Chicks in eggs in a hole.
Birds.
Chicks in a hole.
Bird's nest.
Bird's nest. That's a good one. I really like. I don't know if it's called that, but this is really good.
What? I know it has a name.
Well, if you know
Eggs
the name,
in a circle.
if you know the name, put it in the comments because we don't know.
So a lot happened.
A lot
as
happened.
usual. In the beginning, Alea went home again. I honestly was so annoyed at Peter. I'm like, dude, why would you bring her back just to send her home again? I felt bad for her. I'm not her biggest fan, but I felt really bad for her in that moment.
That was a little bit.
That was
Either accept her into the house and sort of like stand your ground.
Yeah.
Or just don't even invite her, period.
Yeah, that was messed up. And then I also hated the fact that the girls had these catty smiles as she walked out. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, well.
I know, it happens, but it's just sad.
I spent basically the first 15 minutes apologizing to every person in the house, too.
Yeah.
It was like,
maybe that's like what he needed to do, though, to get everyone else back on his side.
Totally. I think that did finally sort of, I don't know, gave everyone reassurance that we can all move forward now.
Yeah, and you know what? I thought the drama would slow down at that point, but then they freaking start out something else. It's like, why can't these girls get over fighting with each other?
I don't know. It's an interesting
So
group.
annoying.
I think as a whole, it's just, I think it's interesting. They're really catty. Is it more than normal?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Not just us thinking that?
This is like one thing after another. Normally it's like one thing, two things maybe a season, but it's like they're on a witch hunt and it's like who's got the target on them next.
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't like it. So anyways, then they go to Costa Rica. And this is, Costa Rica is one of my favorite places I've ever been. It's like
I've never been.
so cool. And I talk to Arie about it all the time.
She's always talking about this, like, hotel she stayed at, and the monkeys would come up.
Yeah, you can feed them fruit off your balcony. It's amazing.
I mean, talk about an awesome location. It looked so cool there, the waterfalls.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a step up from Cleveland. It's like Cleveland, Costa Rica. Okay, Costa Rica is definitely it.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. I loved the whole golf cart thing was just like, I was dying the whole time.
Oh, his head injury?
Yeah. That was like really good. And the whole story he told them about like being attacked by a python, they're like,
I'm so gullible. Actually, I started to believe it.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, oh my gosh, that's intense. I was wondering what happened.
Yeah. I feel like it's good to play a prank, throughout the season.
Yeah.
I guess on our season, I did it with the wilderness date. We had this little prank that we played. We thought about it. And we're like, oh, this would be really funny. So we put apple juice in a container, and I pretended like I was drinking my own pee for this survival date.
That was a really funny test. You were seeing which girls would drink their own pee to be with you.
That's true. That's dedication.
I was like, hell no.
She was like,
I will not do that. I will not be eating bugs. No, thank you.
No, you really didn't participate that much that date.
No. It's not my thing.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it's probably a good thing that you wouldn't drink your pee from me after only knowing me for a couple weeks.
Next thing that happened. Oh wait, was it the one-on-one first?
Yeah, it was the one-on-one first with Sydney,
one-on-one.
which is super physical. Like, what? Dang.
I was asking Arie, I'm like,
down.
how long did they let them make out there? I'm
just like-
jealous. I mean, I didn't get that much free time.
Yeah, I feel like most dates would be like, all right, you guys are good, and a couple kisses, and they're like, out of there. They seemed like they were in that hot tub forever.
Yeah, I remember one date at the end of it, they let us like kiss by a tree for a second, and then your producer Brad ran over and he's like, okay guys, time over, and I was like, no. And then
Go
he's
away.
scared of me ever since.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. Yeah, I think that date was really good. I think Sydney and him are definitely vibing. I feel like there's a big physical edit happening though. I don't feel like there's much substance. You see like just a lot of making out.
Yeah.
You know how sometimes people get like a physical edit, like you can see like There's not much conversation, but they do
Well,
show a lot of kissing.
Remember Cassie and Colton's date? They did that too. When they went to that island, and then they're together still.
That's true. So we don't know what's gonna happen.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
How did you think that date went with Sydney? You think it went good? Do you think they have something going?
I think I'm on the same page as you. I think it's more physical than anything else.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next thing that happened was the Cosmo date, and I, for one, was... I mean, I keep saying I'm jealous. I'm not a jealous person.
I feel like the first...
for me, I'm like, what?
Last week it was Revolve, and she was like, I love Revolve.
It's just like so up my alley.
And then this week is Cosmo, and she was like, what the heck? She's like, they have the coolest group dates.
Yeah, they really do.
So
It's
I
awesome.
thought it was just awkward. He did a really good job of, sort of giving everyone attention, but then he started kissing Victoria.
Yeah,
Andy
but what do you do when a girl grabs your face and tries to kiss you? Like, are you gonna shut her down?
No, maybe not kiss as long. Maybe just like a, But the photographer's like, yes, keep going.
Yeah.
I don't know. That was a cool date.
I felt
though.
like the girls handled it well, though. Most of them.
So Victoria F got the rose on that one, and she's gonna be on the cover of Cosmo with him, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Do you think
For somebody who was like so scared to be on camera during a runway show, she's very confident in these situations.
Yeah.
It's surprising to me.
She plays it off well. She's like, I don't know, I'm nervous, and then she just like kills it.
Dominates.
I'm
like, what's happening here?
I don't know about that. Right?
Yeah. That's all I really had to say about that one. I don't feel like there was much else to have.
Yeah. This was kind of the beginning of the breakdown of Kelsey, though.
Oh yeah,
she was like,
getting really awkward.
you could see the cracks. It was bad.
Okay.
She was.
So the next thing I have in my notes is actually about Kelsey. So at the cocktail party at this group date, she tells him that she's falling in love with him. And I felt like that was really soon. I was shocked that she said that. And usually, I feel like people say that earlier on when they don't have a solid relationship yet, when they're like grasping at the strings, like trying to hang on to something. It's like desperate measures.
Yeah, and she did it on a group date too, like the cocktail party afterwards. So she was not feeling confident because he had gone on the date with Sydney. She'd been crying all day. She's like really low on herself, which she shouldn't have to be, you know what I mean? They had a great date.
Yeah.
And then, you're right, I feel like she did it to sort of like bring her back into his mind, and like bring her back into the spotlight.
Yeah.
It was weird.
I think some people just don't really thrive in that environment.
No.
And I think she's one of those
She's one of those people.
And I can tell she's like drinking a lot, which is like not good, especially if you're angry or like an emotional drunk person. Which I think she might be.
I think it was unfair to call her an alcoholic.
On Kelsey's defense, I feel like the girls were really unfair to her that hadn't been on a one-on-one before because they don't understand what that's like.
Totally.
It changes everything. When you go on a one-on-one, you have this like one-on-one connection, and you're much closer with the guy than the girls who haven't been on one.
It's hard to even relate. And
Yeah,
so
they
Tammy,
don't get it.
Was it Tammy, right?
Yeah.
She was sort of laying into Kelsey, but
She was being so insensitive.
yeah, she really didn't get it because you have this date and then you come back to the house and you just all of a sudden feel like this was such a good date, and then you have this connection, and then you feel a little weird around everybody else. By the way, can you all see this cup right here?
My mom had that made for me. I did not do this myself.
This is Lauren in front of
when I used to
Opera
live
House
in Dallas by myself, she came to visit me and brought like 5 mugs with my old modeling pictures on them for me to have in my own house and drink out of.
She showed me on our hometown date. She showed me a Lauren mug that had a modeling photo, and I was like laughing so hard.
I'm like, Mom, people are
so
gonna
proud
think
of
I'm
it.
obsessed with myself.
So Pamela, thank you for the mug. Aww. Drink out of it almost every day.
Okay, so the next one was Kelly's
Kelly,
date.
yeah. This is really interesting.
Don't you give away my
No, I'm not.
secret.
Okay, we're gonna set this up for you because Lauren came up with a conspiracy theory, and I think it's brilliant.
I think it's right.
They keep teasing he sleeps with someone. So
Wait,
tell us what your idea is or what your theory is.
Okay, I don't know how this came into my mind, but obviously they've met each other before, and they keep teasing that he slept with somebody on the season, and they show him like making out with people, and they make you think that it happened on this season.
Yeah.
I think he slept with Kelly when he met her before. And then the girls just found out. I mean,
yeah,
it's perfect.
It is perfect. I think you're so right.
And he's so attached to her, but you don't understand why. And I think maybe...
And he was so hard on her at the night portion of their date. He was like, I need to know you're in. I need to know you're here for this because this only gets harder. And, you know, I need to know that you're committed and that you want a future with me. And he was like really...
Yeah. They're leaving a lot out of what they say their relationship was before the show. They say, oh yeah, we met at this hotel and like at a wedding
danced
or whatever. We danced. That was it.
That was it. Didn't get her number.
Liars. I don't believe it. I don't buy it for 1 second.
This is the biggest conspiracy theory of the season, and Lauren nailed it.
So the Kelly date, back to that. So
Yeah.
I felt like that conversation.
Yeah.
First of all, I felt she really brought out the immaturity in Peter in that conversation because she's so mature and she knows what she wants, and he doesn't seem to really, at least right now. And I kind of felt like she was years ahead of him in maturity.
She is probably the realest person that's been on The Bachelor in a long time.
So yeah, and the other thing about that I'm just gonna make a quick comment on is the music they were playing behind their date. It was like very ominous.
Ominous, and also sometimes no music. It's one of those things that they do to kind of, you don't notice
like
it as a
hint that
viewer.
Something is coming later.
Yeah, you don't notice it as a viewer, but if now you will. You'll be like, if they're playing happy music, like romantic music, great date, everything's going good. No music, gloomy, like sad music, obviously not going good.
That's what all of our dates had in the back.
I know. It was always like silent. And then Lauren would just be like, wow, this is cool.
Wow.
And it'd be like silent.
The next thing was a cocktail party again, right?
Well,
Oh,
Kelsey. No. Kelsey comes back. Okay, for everyone out there, was that a good idea?
What?
For her to come and see Peter and get that rose? Or did that further the drama that's going to happen like next episode?
Well, yeah, obviously it made the drama a little bit more intense, but I think Peter appreciated it.
Yeah, he did.
But she definitely is making sure she has a target on her back.
Yeah, I felt like it was not a good call. She could have said that at the party and probably saved herself a lot of like drama. Because then they canceled the cocktail party before the rose ceremony, so everyone was mad at her.
Yeah, but do you think they did that because?
Of course they did it because.
So they would have had a cocktail party if she hadn't gone.
Probably, yeah.
Okay, and then we're.
So,
all right, well, that's really all we have for you this week. I hope you enjoyed. Comment what you'd like to see next week, if anything.
make sure you subscribe and hit the bell notification, then you'll know when a new episode comes out. And we'll see you later this week because we're going to do another recap after Wednesday's episode.
So Thursday, be looking out for it.
For sure. All right, guys, this has been Bachelor Brunch episode 5. Talk to you later.
See ya.